Welcome everyone. This is Lou Martin, and I am very blessed and frankly rather surprised but delighted. My new friend and fellow colleague here on the path of coming to us from London, England, is Chrysilla Lewies. Yeah.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay,
Hey,
great.
Lou. It's great to
Hi,
connect.
dear. Thank you. It's a joy. Thank you. And Chrysilla is very brave, and we've just had a lovely chat a few days ago talking about London and Arthur Findlay School and Mind, Body, Spirit and all that. So I thought, I'd like to introduce her and her work to my audience. So Chrysilla, the floor is yours, my friend. Tell us about yourself and what you're doing.
Well, I'm a bit of a master or a jack of all trades, not master
Great.
yet. We're all still learning.
Yeah.
But I'm an energy worker. I read energy. I work with energy, and therefore, through setting an intention, connect in different ways to allow that communication to take place. May it be through mediumship or working psychic development with people. And I do the quantum healing hypnosis as well, you know.
Right.
So with that, when I work with clients, I also set an intention with them and just watch everything unfold.
Beautiful, beautiful. How long have you been doing this kind of work? How long have you been practicing all these things?
I guess it started in the Great Awakening in 2012.
Okay,
so
yeah.
I started developing my mediumship, and
Great.
at the same time, I was guided to Dolores Cannon. So Dolores Cannon created the quantum healing hypnosis technique, and I've practiced that since 2013. I was very privileged to have met her a couple of times. So she has passed now.
Yeah.
But we still work with her in our sessions. She still shows up.
Great.
And yes, she's still very involved with everything that we do. And she encourages us to expand and embrace new things that come our way.
Sure, sure. I'm just curious, did you meet her in the States or in London? Where did you connect?
I watched a video online when I found her, and immediately I was intrigued with this lady talking about all sorts of fascinating things that sometimes sound too much out there. And I thought, no, there's something to this. So I went and looked at what she's about and where she will be. And she was actually planning to come to London in a couple of months. So that's what I did. You know, I manifested that. I ended up at the event with her, talking about what she does. And I had a good chat with her as well. She was signing books. And she said, you don't need any hypnosis training. No clinical hypnosis, no training whatsoever. We'll train you. And I was so excited from the word go. And she's like, if you are already trained, she said it's kind of more difficult to add more learning techniques and experiences to that already learned. So
yes,
I guess
you have to unlearn things sometimes.
Yes, that's right. Especially with the metaphysical subjects that we delve into sometimes. You have to be more open-minded with regards to what comes through.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, Chrysilla, now you've really given me like a dog to a bone. You've really given me something to sink my teeth into here, my friend. So tell us your story a little bit about your childhood, if you would, and your connection to spirit before the Great Awakening, and maybe talk about your Great Awakening if you'd like to.
Okay, sure. So I grew up in South Africa, and in a really big house. We do have big houses there compared to in London, where everything is so on top of each other. And I kind of lived in an extension to the house that was built. The houses were really old, and I lived in the extension bit. So I was very lucky to have had a lot of my own privacy. And in this room, it was haunted. And there was always things going on. And
really,
I tried to get out of sleeping in this room as much as possible.
Okay.
And I guess that's where the question started about what's going on, what's happening. I don't understand.
Sure.
And even just speaking to my parents, because I grew up in a Christian household, they didn't understand how to explain it to a child.
Sure.
So they kind of try to fall back on the Christian background and, you know, just say kind of pray and
Right.
don't dwell on the negative things, because when you open the door to negativity, that's what you're going to allow in.
Okay.
And I'll never forget that. That was my mom's advice when I came up one night and I couldn't sleep.
Right.
So that's where it started. And my passion is very much into the paranormal.
Okay.
I go, and I don't like the word ghost hunts, but, you know, I go to these haunted locations, you know, feel what's going on there. Why are they still there?
Right.
You know, and with regards, because I have that background and doing the quantum healing hypnosis, I have an ear for electronic voice phenomena. So electronic voice phenomena is like a phantom voice.
Okay.
It's not necessarily heard with the physical ears.
I see.
But when you record, you use a digital recorder, and that's, you know, technology today is brilliant. So when you do quantum healing hypnosis sessions online or even in person, I will always have a device recording the session.
Wow.
So the spirit world work with us.
Right.
But they know that with me, they can leave imprints of their voices. So sometimes I get thank yous, or sometimes, you know, they'll give a name, or they will communicate with us in a sense. And I've had some amazing experiences with that.
Wow. Brilliant. Brilliant. Sudhar, you're just, wow, are you finely tuned? You know, your antenna's way, way up there, I'd say, you know?
I guess
you're very receptive, I'd say, yeah?
Yeah, I think, you know, people find me fascinating because I have this massive awareness and interest in such a wide variety of fields that it's just endless.
Sure.
And my passion is into the paranormal. My passion is into connecting and working with the spirit world on a mediumistic level, but also working energetically to channel. So it's all the same thing. It's just the way you connect.
Absolutely. Well, I've been channeling for 25 years, and mediumship is something that happens sometimes when I am channeling. I would love to hear about your channeling experiences, and also your own awakening. You've mentioned 2012 was a powerful time.
Yes, 2012 was definitely a powerful time where my life basically changed. You find that relationships break down, or, you know, shifts happen, you know, work, whatever it may be. And the path just led me completely down a different path where I made new friends, new circles, new everything.
Beautiful.
And I fit in more now, meeting like-minded people than I've ever done before.
Wow. Wow. Brilliant. Brilliant. So that really accelerated for you in 2012?
Yeah, definitely did.
Okay.
But to come back to channeling, because that was your question, right?
Yeah.
So to come back to channeling, how do I channel? First of all, I believe very much to set intentions with regards to what you want to do.
Sure.
But there are times where I'll just sit in deep trance states. And by meaning deep trance states is where you go into just a deep meditation. You let go of anything you're feeling. You let go of all your thoughts. And you just sit and expand your energy field and call upon whoever wants to communicate with you right now. That is for the highest good for all.
Amen. Yeah.
And that is when, you know, you will get Mary Magdalene come in. Sometimes you'll get Jesus come in, or whatever spiritual person you resonate with the most, you know, that you would be able to connect with, because they would meet you on your frequency and they will communicate with you in a way that you will understand. So you won't get something weird and wonderful that you won't be able to comprehend or relate to. So you won't be able to get that message across properly.
Yes. Brilliant. I so relate to everything you're saying here. Yeah, it's beautiful. So do you do one-to-one work with people, and do you do groups? How do you like to work?
Okay. I do psychic development classes on Mondays on Zoom. Okay. So they are online because it is so difficult to get people in person. You know, it is there, and you do have local groups, but there are so many people out there who don't have the in-person communities. So I guess this is a different way to try and get people together. I
Sure.
keep these groups small, so it's only a group of 7 at this time. So sometimes people come one week, but they don't come another. But it's all about just meditating, get some time out of your busy day, and delve into a psychic exercise where you get an opportunity to work with energy, work with another person in the group. And it doesn't matter if you get things wrong. You know, if you get it right, great. And it's all about learning and developing and experiencing new things.
Brilliant.
So that's what I do with regards to in-person sessions. But I also do mediumship readings. So I do readings where I will connect to loved ones. And I work in spiritualist churches as well. That's picking up. So hopefully I'll be able to do that more professionally. But because when you work in spiritualist churches, you work in front of an audience, and that is a whole different energy compared to doing in-person sessions.
Sure.
So, but I do loads of in-person readings, which is lovely. So it could just be psychic readings, or it could be a connecting with a loved one. Sometimes it's mixed. And if you get the more open-minded people who want to connect multidimensional, you know, I do that as well.
Brilliant, brilliant. Well, you are just my cup of tea, my friend. You are absolutely fascinating. I'm just so thrilled to connect with you.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. Thank you for being you and being on the planet. You know, we need all that kindness and warmth and openness and clarity that you bring to your work and your life. We were chatting the other day when we just connected the first time, and talking a little bit about, as you mentioned, the spiritualist churches and the Arthur Findlay School. Can you tell people who know nothing about either of those a little bit about them?
Okay, so the UK is known for mediums and mediumship, and we have proud ourselves for excellent mediumships for hundreds of years.
Right.
And I know that also went to the US. So the USA also have great history with regards to mediumship, and I would say modern day history unfolded because of the Fox sisters and Hydesville. And that is what we recognize as the modern day spiritualism, where the Fox sisters heard knocks and sounds in the room, and they thought, if I knock and the spirit world knocks, then they kind of established a form of communication there.
Right.
Okay. And what's that lady's name? Emma Harding Britton. She is also very much
I'm learning a lot today.
Yeah, she's very much a pioneer that took spiritualism to America.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
Brilliant.
I think that's right. Hopefully I'm right.
Well, yeah, we'll trust that. You wouldn't know it by me. It sounds good.
Okay.
Good.
So yes, we have a lot of spiritualist churches, and I know the word church doesn't really resonate, but it is basically a place where spiritual people meet, and at each service there could be healing. So like, you know, as you would know, Reiki, for example, but we just call it spiritual healing. You'll have a medium at every service giving messages to loved ones, which is just great, right?
Yes, yes.
And most churches, you just go in and give a donation, or other churches just charge us a small fee. But have a look to see in your areas if you have that, because, you know, there's loads of events happening at these churches. Trance demonstrations, special. You have international mediums at these churches that are better than the ones you see on stage.
Okay.
So it is definitely a thing to look at.
Yes, I'm looking forward to this, Chrysilla, because I've not heard anything like that here in Ireland.
Okay.
You know, but I was familiar with it a little bit. I spoke at a spiritualist church and channeled and whatnot in Los Angeles. And I know there are some in the States, and obviously many in the UK. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to exploring more of that. And then you're a big fan of the Arthur Findlay School, you said?
Yes. So the spiritualist churches are connected to the Arthur Findlay College, which is the Spiritual National Union. Now, the Arthur Findlay College, when you go there, you will never have a week where there isn't less than 100 people on a particular course.
Wow.
And so, and then you'll have,
Wow. Let me say
I
that
know,
again.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
they're international. They're from
Yes.
all over the world.
Yeah, yeah.
But then even though you have one course, you are split into groups. So
Right.
you'll have your specific group for the week.
Okay.
They're very reasonable, and
Right.
it is like going to Hogwarts. No kidding.
Yes. Yes.
It's
Well,
amazing.
that rings my bell. That's
Yeah.
wonderful. Yeah.
It's meditation. It is learn how to do mediumship. It's about how to trance channel, how to work with energy, how to work with psychic art, anything you want to learn. You know, they have a wide variety of choices which will rock your boat.
Wow. Well,
one form or another.
Yes. If I was not in love with the idea already, I certainly am after that description. That's brilliant. Wow.
Yeah. But you say you're in Ireland, so Ireland's very Catholic, so I'm not sure if you will have spiritualist churches in Ireland.
This is it, my friend.
Yeah.
No, I've been a man outstanding in my field here for the last 10 years, you know. There are more teachers, and there is more consciousness. I'm sure you're seeing this as well. Mindfulness, yoga, but definitely this month and these last few months has been a real, the trickle has started to turn into a stream of teachers of consciousness. Yeah.
I think we are connecting more and more with like-minded people, and
Yes.
it's as if we are getting that message across more and more.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like we're still stuck in belief systems. I feel that is where we need to work on more and talk on more.
Sure. Absolutely. Well, I'm sure you and I are going to remain in contact, if not become good friends after these connections here. It's just such a joy to hear from you and get to know you and get to see what you're about. Where can people find you and your work and connect with you for sessions and classes?
Yes, I am. You can find me on ChrysillaLewis.com, and I'm sure that will be somewhere in the description, so you can find me. And yes, I do all sorts of things. I write. You can find me on quantumhealers.com because I practice beyond quantum healing as well as QHHT. And if you feel like you want to practice BQH, you can get your own 10% discount by quoting Silla10, SILLA10. Because I work so closely with that, I have to say, if anyone's interested in the work that I do and you feel drawn to do it as well, then it's open for anyone who wants to go into that direction of hypnosis.
Brilliant. Thank you. All right, let me leave you with this, my dear.
Okay.
What do you think is the most important thing that you've learned in your work, in your connecting with spirit? What closing message would you like to leave everyone with here today?
I want to say always remain open-minded, because you always surprise yourself when you go into something with no preconceived notion.
Beautiful.
I just want to leave it there. Just stay open-minded, and if something can bring a new experience, it's worth a try.
Absolutely. Well, hon, I'm so grateful for your open-mindedness, your courage, your clarity, and your light and your love are truly inspiring. And I'm delighted to connect with you. And I really do hope that we get to meet face to face in London this time or another time real soon, whenever it may be.
Sure. Thank you so much for having me on the show. And Facebook is great. I can't believe that I had the opportunity to connect with you as well. And I follow you, I watch you, and I highly recommend people following you as well, as much as, looking at other stuff out there that may catch their eye or feel drawn to being appropriate.
Thank you so much. That means a lot to me. I really, truly appreciate that. This is a magical time, my friend. I'm just going to say it again. And,
I know.
I think we're both living in Hogwarts right now, really. Brilliant. Well, Chrysilla, my friend, bless you. Yeah. And all right, we'll chat again. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Have a wonderful day. Okay.
Bye.
Bye for now.